Welcome back, guys. I am back with another video. Um, and yeah, today will be a little different than the other videos. I'm going to be just making a video based off the biggest news that have been going on. This video won't be as long as it usually will be when I make a news video. Because it's my first one in a while because I'm just slowly getting back into YouTube and TikTok and Twitch and getting back into all the posting. But yeah, there was some major stuff that had been happening over the last couple days, so we're gonna talk about it. To start out, yeah, my YouTube's called Elijah Just MMA. My TikTok is called Elijah Just MMA. My Twitch is called Elijah Just MMA. I ask that you please subscribe, follow, turn on notifications, comment, and just support love to the channel, to the platforms. If this is your first time watching, I ask you please stay in and hear me out. Watch some of my videos if you want to know what I stand on, my opinions. You probably want to watch my ranking videos or videos that I've made in the past before my break. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's start. So if you do know who I am, my favorite fighter is Israel Adesanya. You would know that. And this is big news. Izzy is back. He's finally back. Um, I've been waiting a while for this. Wasn't sure he was gonna fight. I was thinking maybe late 2026. I didn't think he was gonna fight this soon. I'm really glad he did though, because there was really no words on where Izzy was ever gonna fight. Now, I was really surprised that they gave him an opponent like Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer is barely in the rankings. He's number 15 in the rankings. But I'm glad they gave Izzy an opponent like Joe Pyfer. I've predicted they were gonna give an opponent like Delitzi or Michael Page, but no, I'm proud of you. Thank you. Izzy's on a 3-fight losing streak, guys. Not good. Obviously, I got my predictions wrong on both the Drakus fight, if you watch my channel, and the Amava fight, and the Strickland fight. But we don't talk about that. To be clear, though, I get like 95% of my predictions right. The only ones I really missed are Israel Adesanya. So, but not this one. I predict Izzy will win this fight. But I will say something clear. It is very, very close, in my opinion, this fight right here. Now, if you're casual, then you're not going to understand. And you need to pay attention to my words, and you need to keep watching my channel to not become a casual. However, if you're not, then I think you would agree that this is actually a very good stylistic fight. Pfeiffer's on a 3-fight win streak. I think all by finish. I'm not sure all. 2 of them at least by finish. I don't know if they were all finished. Coming off a nice submission win over Abus Magomedov. He came off a first round knockout before that. This guy's gotten better. He's been wrestling. His wrestling's improved. He's got power in his hands. He can strike. He's pretty fluent. He's pretty confident fighter now. He's gotten more confident, and he's been gaining a little more popularity. Izzy, obviously, in my opinion, the greatest striker of all time. The greatest. One of the best boxers of all time. And I have him, yep, the 4th best fighter of all time. Everyone will immediately stop watching after that. But there is a video where I rank... no, is there actually... I don't think there is a video where I top 7 all time. No, there is a video where it's called Izzy is top 5 all time. Why Izzy is top 5 all time? Watch that, and I will prove it to you why. Anyways, so how I see this fight going, it's in March 28th. I believe that this fight could go many ways, but every single one of those ways, I think this fight's going to be really close. I genuinely think this fight's just close. Because Izzy is obviously just getting worse and worse every fight, unfortunately. And Joe Pyfer is getting better and better every fight. Now, what evens out is Izzy has come he's fallen off so hard. Izzy used to be at the very top. And Pyfer is just getting better, and Pyfer used to be struggling. So they're both Izzy's going down, Pyfer's going up, so it kind of evens out because Pyfer's still not great, and Izzy's still not that bad. Because before Izzy was getting knocked out, he really was not looking that bad. He was looking good in the Imava fight, and he looked terrible in the Strickland fight, but he looked good in the Imava fight before he got knocked out, and he was looking good, really good in the Drakus fight before he got submitted. It really just depends on how Izzy looks. Is he even worse than last time? I think Izzy's going to look decent. Not as good as obviously Prime Izzy was used to be. Probably about as good as he did of Amava, maybe a little worse. I think he's gonna show a striking class. He's gonna land some good shots, but I think Piper's gonna be thrown back with his boxing. Piper's gonna probably be a little nervous to start out. I mean, he's realized he's fighting in the octagon with Israel Adesanya, but I think he's gonna work his way into it, warm up, and he's gonna start pressure boxing a little bit, letting some good shots. It's gonna be really hard to hit Izzy though with his arguably the best head movement of all time. Not anymore, but Prime Izzy. Still very good head movement. Still a very, very good striker. Um, this fight will be very interesting. I think as it goes on, it's going to get closer, even closer. I think Izzy's going to land big shots. I think Piper's going to land some shots. I think he's going to grapple. I think he's going to get Izzy down a couple times because Izzy's takedown defense is not as quite good as I thought it would. I did not think that Dracus was going to control him as much as he did. Dracus wrestling did, however, improve, in my opinion, from the first Strickland fight when Dracus fought Strickland. But yeah, I think this fight is very even. But who do I think wins? It's really so close. It goes... Okay, I'm like 50-50 on two ways. I'm 50-50 where Izzy gets a TKO finish in like the third or fourth round, maybe fifth round, or a Joe Pyfer decision. I don't think Izzy's this fallen off too hard where Izzy would get finished by Joe Pyfer. But I think if Izzy were to lose, it would be by a decision. It is a 5-round fight, obviously. It's a main event, Seattle Fight Night. I believe it goes one of those two. I think Izzy could also win a decision, of course. Very well could. So it's three ways. Izzy could very well win a decision. But in fact, that is my first official prediction. These are just early predictions. Izzy beats Joe Pyfer in decision. My second most predictable outcome is that Izzy gets a finish, a TKO stoppage in the third or fourth, in the later rounds. And then I think Joe Pyfer is going to be ready for this. He'll be nervous, but I think he's ready for this. Izzy, of course, had so much experience. I think he'll be ready. But that's how I see it going. And then the third outcome, I think Pyfer can win a decision. But I just don't think, there's no way Pyfer could finish Izzy. I just don't think Izzy's falling off that bad. But I'm going to be completely rooting for Izzy. If y'all saw my live stream, not a very good reaction to me when I saw Izzy get knocked out by Amavov. Was not the best side of me. Yeah, y'all can go watch that live stream if you want to see how I reacted when Izzy got knocked out. It was not good. But anyways, that is how I have this fight playing out. I cannot wait for it. My favorite fighter is finally coming back. Anyways, now the second thing I want to go over. Kayla Harrison is not fighting. She's out of the co-main of UFC 324. Not a good start, especially for the first Paramount card ever. And I think I heard other news where they're not going to, like, try to keep this fight going. They're going to reschedule for a different date. So, Amanda Nunes will not be fighting on this card, from what I know. So, now the question is, are they going to add another fight, or are they just going to leave the card like that? I think they need to add one. Someone like Joshua Van Pereira, maybe Islam, because I know Islam was offered. That would be insane. I think it's more likely it might be someone like Van or a female title shot. I don't know. Maybe even not. Maybe an interim title fight somewhere or just a fight. But we need a co-main, and we need a good co-main. If y'all know, Kelly Harrison had a neck injury, and she's going to have to require surgery. It happened this week, I think. It's very unfortunate because this probably would have been arguably one of the biggest women's fights in women's MMA history and women's UFC history for sure. So, yeah, it is unfortunate, but that is how it's going to be. Yeah, and the fight was literally next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, so that is unfortunate. I was actually looking forward to that fight a lot because I wanted to see how good Amanda is going to look and if Kayla Harrison had what it takes to beat the GOAT of women's MMA. But anyways, that is going to wrap it up, most likely. Again, not as long as it usually be in news because there usually will be more news to cover. There will be, from according to Dana White, there will be more fight announcements. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, in the future, I will be talking a lot more about news, especially when UFC starts, like the events start rolling. I'm gonna be all on this content creating thing. It'll be even more once I'm out of school. So, thank you guys for watching. I ask that you please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Drop a like below. Comment if you disagree with anything I said or just want to comment. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.